Hi, my name is Don Cummings, and I am 2nd Ward Alderman in the City of Geneva, and I've been on the council for about 7 years now, and I support Tom Simonian for mayor. I previously spent 13 years on the library board. I spent 7 years on the Park Foundation board, and I've been on numerous nonprofit boards through the City of Geneva for a number of years. When I got onto City Council 6 or 7 years ago, I noticed one thing immediately. The City of Geneva was driving the decision-making to the council, and the council then announced it to the citizens of Geneva. This is an upside-down process. This is a backwards process that I wanted to see changed. Tom noticed this also, and in the few years that he's been on, we have restructured the budget process, and we've begun giving control of the city back to the citizens of Geneva. I've seen him also accomplish things almost single-handedly, like the Route 31 road diet. I want to see that continue, and I support Tom Simonian for mayor of Geneva.
You may know Tom Simonian, but do you really know Tom Simonian? He's presently the 5th Ward Alderman, and he is seeking your support to become the next mayor of the City of Geneva. His qualifications are numerous. He's been a successful CEO of a number of companies. He has been very successful in running a number of franchises. So this in itself certainly is an asset to his being able to attain and be successful as a leader of our city. His achievements as serving the citizens of Geneva, and as well the members of his 5th Ward, has been absolutely outstanding. We need Tom's passion and leadership. It's time for a change. As Tom has indicated, it's time to bring fairness and common sense back to government. I am Ron Singer, the senior member of the City of Geneva Council.
Hi, my name is Dorothy Flanagan, and I'm a citizen of Geneva, and I'm a former 4th Ward Alderman for the City of Geneva. And I sat with Tom for a number of years, and I found him very qualified. I see Tom being very influential in modifying the city budget. I see him also working with the department heads to control spending and to hold the line on taxes. I see Tom inviting new and fresh ideas to propel Geneva out of its current status quo and promote prosperity. I believe that Tom has great leadership qualities and talent that will benefit Geneva. I'm going to vote for Tom, and I invite you to contact him and get to know him as well as I have to see his qualifications. Again, please vote on April 4th.
Hi, my name is Rich Marks, and I'm the Alderman of the 2nd Ward in the City of Geneva. I had the privilege of meeting Tom about 6 years ago when he joined the City Council. The first time I really got to know Tom, though, actually was when we worked on the budget for the first year. I met him at his house and we started to go through the budget line by line. Tom, at that point, I saw really had a deep concern for the city and a desire to really help it grow. Tom has the ability to always ask the tough questions and doesn't quit until he gets the answers. He doesn't do it always just at City Hall at the meetings. He constantly goes behind the scenes, questioning staff, asking the tough questions, trying to get the right answers. Tom truly, truly wants to see Geneva grow. And at this point in Geneva's history, it is time for a change. Tom has the vision and the ability to make Geneva grow better than it has ever been before. I hope you join me on April 4th in supporting Tom and voting for him. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Stino. I'm a 3rd Ward Alderman in Geneva. I'm supporting Tom Simonian for the mayor of Geneva because I think it's time we have a change. He's been, in his years already on City Council that I've observed, his ability with numbers during the council meetings has amazed me. I don't know if a lot of people know he was a finance major in college, and for those of us who count with their fingers, he's been a great asset to the budget meetings and the ability to come up with numbers to help us all understand what we're talking about. Tom has shown his ability to think outside the box, always putting the taxpayers first. I don't think the road diet on Route 31 would have ever transpired had he not been behind it, rallying his neighbors, visiting IDOT. I don't think a lot of people know his car actually broke down the day of the final meeting, and he got there and made the deal happen so that Geneva is a safer place on Route 31 because of him. He's also established relationships with the school board, the library board, and the park district, so we continue to move forward in Geneva to make it a better place for everyone. I'd like you to join me on April 4th in supporting Tom and coming out to vote. I think it's time for a change, and I think Tom's the man for the job.
Hello, my name's John Carlson. I've been a resident of Geneva for about 60 years. A good friend of mine, Tim Hansen, introduced me to Tom Simonian about 10 years ago. Tom happened to move into my parents' house, and I wanted to meet the guy. He's been a very good friend. He's very interested in Geneva. I was very pleased to see that he became an alderman. There are many things coming up in Geneva's future, like the mill race development, that need some good creative thinking. The Citron site is going to need some development. I looked for Tom with his business experience to bring a good, well-rounded sense of fairness and openness to Geneva. Geneva needs that. I'm interested to see him become the mayor.
Hello, I'm Ray Pollack. I was an alderman in Geneva, serving for 16 years until 2012. I was fortunate enough to serve during the dynamic growth years of Geneva. For the last 6 to 8 years, redevelopment in Geneva has been stagnant. This is why I'm supporting Tom Simonian for mayor. Batavia has recently announced they're spending $40 million in redeveloping their downtown. St. Charles has a beautiful downtown which has been redeveloped and is the envy of the Fox Valley. Tom Simonian is an accomplished, successful businessman who understands how to bring dollars back to Geneva. This is why I'm supporting Tom for mayor and encourage you to vote for him on April 4th.
Hi, this is Jim Radecki, 4th Ward Alderman in Geneva, and I'd like to just take a few minutes to talk to you about why I'm supporting Tom Simonian for mayor. I'm currently in my 3rd term as a Geneva Alderman. I've spent 10 years on the City Council and also 2 years on the Plan Commission. So I do have some experience with City Council and leadership. I think one of the reasons that Tom jumps out as a candidate that I'm going to support is that he challenges the status quo. He's taken a different look at some of the problems and some of the issues that we have at the City Council level, and he's applied some of his basic knowledge and principles from his business background. He's run several successful businesses, and he takes that type of an approach with government, and I think that's refreshing, and I think that's something that we need as a change. He thinks outside the box, he's creative, and he doesn't just take answers at face value. He looks into them, he delves into things. He's a good detail person. One of the issues that I know that came to light recently that Tom spearheaded was the road diet right here on Route 31. And at his initiative, he drove that project from start to finish. And I think it's just a testament to his tenacity once he gets on to an issue that he sees it through and follows up with it. So there are many things that Tom does that I think qualify him for the position of mayor. But primarily it's his business background that I think is refreshing.
Hello, Geneva citizens. My name is Tom Simonian, and I want to thank the aldermen and alderwomen who support my candidacy for mayor. I hope you'll join them on April 4th and vote Tom Simonian so I can bring fairness and common sense back to Geneva government. Thank you.